everyone, my name is Deanna and welcome to the EarlyON. We offer programming for children ages 0 to 6 and their parents or caregivers. Would you like to learn about teeth today? You would? That makes me smile. Let me see your teeth. Here's mine. Oh, really nice. We have to take care of our teeth. So, look what I have here. Some giant teeth. Wow. There's a lot of teeth in there. Do you know grown-ups can have 32 teeth? That's a lot of teeth. And children, you should have about 20. So it's a little bit less than the grown-ups. Teeth are so special. They do lots of really cool things. Let me see. Should I brush them? No. Let's talk about the teeth first. So these front teeth that you have, let's see your front teeth. They're called incisors. And incisors, they bite. They go. And then, you know your pointy teeth, you get a little pointy tooth right there? That's called a canine. I'll show you the pointy tooth on here. This is the pointy tooth. Doesn't look too pointy. They tear your food. So when you bite, and then they tear it off, so then you can grind them up with your big molars. They're your chompers. They do the grinding. Let me show you. I have an apple, which is a really healthy snack for your teeth. So I'm going to use my incisors. Those are the front teeth. And we're going to bite. Then I'm going to use my canines, so the pointy teeth, to pull it off. It's not polite to talk with your mouth full. So then, my molars ground up the piece of apple so I could swallow it without choking. So incisors bite, canines rip it off, and your molars grind. Isn't that cool? Our teeth are so important to keep us healthy. So I would like to play a little bit of a guessing game with you, friends. This is called Whose Teeth Are These? And it's written by Chris Hirschman and illustrated by Daniel Howarth. Who lives in the ocean and has many rows of sharp teeth? You're right, it's a shark. Who has big teeth called tusks? A walrus. Who chews on wood and builds wooden dam? A beaver. Who swings in a tree and has 32 teeth, just like people? A chimpanzee. What tusked animal is like a pig? A boar. See that? Who says, hee-haw, to his friends? A donkey. The donkey's eating an apple too. Who has a huge mouth and stays in the river to keep cool? A hippopotamus. Who is the king of the jungle and has a loud roar? You got it. A lion. Roar. And that's the end of our guessing game. That was a really good story. I hope you were able to guess some of those animals. Do you remember in our story, there was a donkey, and he was eating an apple just like me. And donkeys have some pretty big teeth, and they make a really cool sound. And when donkeys hee-haw, it's called braying. So let's listen to a donkey bray. Can you make the sound of a donkey? Hee-haw, hee-haw. Here we go. Wow! I think I have one more of a donkey. Oh, that was a fun one. So can you make a donkey sound? Hee-haw, hee-haw. That reminds me of a little song I have about a donkey. And it's called Sweetly Sings the Donkey. Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. Want to try that one again? Sweetly sings the donkey at the break of day. If you do not feed him, this is what he'll say. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. That's fun. That's one of my favorite songs. Okay, and donkeys don't brush their teeth. But we need to take care of our teeth. 2, 4, 2 is what we need to remember. So we need to brush our teeth 2 times a day for 2 minutes each. So that's a long time. Can I show you how to brush your teeth? Okay, let me get back my big toothbrush model. And look at this giant toothbrush. Too big for me. So let's get these teeth. That's a better fit. All right, so when we brush our teeth, boys and girls, you can make your toothbrush do little circles. You always want to make sure you're getting your gums. Well, that's where your teeth go up into your mouth, so you want to get your gums. So you can go around and around in a circle, or you can try this poem. So we're going to go, start at the bottom, we're going to go up like the flowers. And then when we get to the top, we're going to go down like the rain. We're going to go all around, down like the rain. And then to get our molars, we're going to go back and forth like a choo-choo train. So can you say that with me, boys and girls? We'll start at the beginning. Up like the flowers. We're going to go down like the rain. And back and forth, forget to get the tops, like a choo-choo train. That is amazing. Very good. Okay, friends, thank you so much for coming with me and learning all about our teeth. I have one more song for you, and it's called the Toothbrush Song. So here we go. Of all the things around the town, a toothbrush is a dandy. Brush up and down and all around and stay away from candy. Okay, friends, I guess it's time for me to brush my teeth. Hey, where did my big toothbrush go?
Of all the things around the town, a toothbrush is a dandy. Brush up and down and all around and stay away from candy.
Ellie! Bye, friends. See you again.